With spirit is one very interesting shaila, and with Shavuos is also another very interesting shaila. We know, everybody knows that Sefirah, every night when you sail Sefirah, so you make a bracha, and then you sail Sefirah. So you make a bracha, and every night before you sail Sefirah, you make the bracha. And you make the bracha only if you did not miss counting one night. If every night, when you counted, you didn't miss a night, so you continue counting with a bracha. But if you missed one night even, so you still Sefirah, but without a bracha. So, the shaila is like this here. Someone, a ningele, a Yiddish kid, that's bar mitzvah during Sefirah. Any part of Sefirah, you become bar mitzvah anytime after Pesach. So the shaila is like this here. Because of education, chinuch, parents have to make sure that he sails Sefirah every night with a bracha, even though he's so the day that he comes back, so he continues sailing Sefirah. So the question is this: being that until he came bar mitzvah, even though he did sail Sefirah, so does that count as when he becomes bar mitzvah? Does that count that this is same bochel that from a minor, from a child to an adult? Does that consider him sailing Sefirah and he continue making with a bracha? Or no, because he wasn't a god yet, so he wasn't obligated. He didn't have the mitzvah yet. He didn't have the mitzvah of sailing Sefirah. Whatever he sailed till now is not considered part of sailing Sefirah. So from now on, he cannot sail Sefirah anymore with a bracha. Until his bar mitzvah, he made a bracha. But after bar mitzvah, he can't make a bracha because he missed all of it. There's another very interesting shaila about Shavuos itself. There was a person who was critically ill, married, he never had children. And he was concerned that his wife, and he had a brother, and he didn't want his wife to have the problem of Yib Machlitze, that she should be free, once he leaves this world, she should be free to marry anybody. She shouldn't have any negotiations, anything with his brother. So he was deathly ill, and he thought he was going to leave this world any minute. It came Shavuos, so some poskim said, we'll write a get, on the second day Shavuos, we'll write a get. It's Yontif, how can you write? How can you be Yontif? So he said like this: there's a big difference, we all know, between the Yontif of Shavuos, every Yontif in Golis. In Eretz Yisrael, Pesach has 7 days, Bas is 8. Sukkot is in Eretz Yisrael 7 days, Bas is 8. Shavuos in Eretz Yisrael is 1 day, Bas is 2. Why? Because before the calendar was established, and we know exactly when Rosh Chodesh is, so we know we count those many days from Rosh Chodesh until 15 days later is Pesach. 15 days in Nisan, after Chodesh Nisan, 15 days Pesach. Sukkot, 15 days after the Ben Chodesh Tishrei, so after the Chodesh begins, 15 days later is Sukkot. Shavuos, we know there's never a question when Shavuos is. Because what did they do? The Bezin used to sit in Eretz Yisrael. They would wait for witnesses to come and see when there's a beginning of a new moon. They would report, and they would have ready on mountain tops. They would have men standing with torches. In the moment Bezin heard Yiras said that they saw that night. They saw the beginning of a new moon, a new month. The closest mountain top to them would light his torch. Once the mountain top would see this torch lit, their torch, and telescopically, the fastest kind of communication. The whole Eretz Yisrael knew that already it was Rosh Chodesh. So Eretz Yisrael was never a question. They knew when Yom Tov would be. But outside Eretz Yisrael was much further away until the news got to them when Bezdin established Rosh Chodesh. It could be already the 15th day. So they had to keep 2 days Yom Tov all over. Shavuos was never a problem. Why? Because it's still Sefirah. So you know that after 49 days later has to be Shavuos. So Shavuos was never a subject, was never a question when Shavuos is. We have 2 days Shavuos because it should be uniform, universal like Pluk. Every Yom Tov is, there's a second day Yom Tov Sheni Golis. Shavuos is also, otherwise people become confused. Once we started to be lenient with Shavuos, people started to be lenient with the other Yom Tovim also. So Shavuos was only, this is how they reason, this poskim. He says, because of light plug, because it should be universal, so therefore we have to make 2 days Shavuos. So he said we can be master, we'll have a sober sit down, on the second day Shavuos, ready to get, she's free. Shlomo Kluger was a big goy. He said, no. He said, it's exactly because of that reason, Shavuos is more Yom Tov than any other Yom Tov. Why? He said, because every other Yom Tov is a Yom Tov only because of a subject. We don't know. Was Rosh Chodesh this day or Rosh Chodesh the next day? So we had to make 2 days Yom Tov. Shavuos, it was never a subject. The only reason we take 2 days Shavuos is because of a certainty that there shouldn't be any confusion. So Shavuos was established because of a certainty. It's even more Yom Tov than the second day Pesach and the second day Sukkot. So therefore you have to keep you cannot make the other. So I want to conclude. He was makabel that like you Kabbalim Shamish Abraham Navakal Pras that you should not serve your Rabbi, you serve Talmud Chacham to look for reward. Not to look for reward. And you should always have the fear of Rabbi Shalom upon you. So you shall make Rabbi Shalom in Himmel. That's a small order. It tells Rabbi Shalom in Himmel. There was the founder of the Reform movement, Arachor. So a Yid came to him one time, and a Yid that he didn't know who it was, a strange Yid. He said to him, I want to have a din Torah before you. Aaron Horn never saw the man before. It was from a different town. He said, you know, you come from a different town. He said, you probably have Rabbanim in your town. Why did you come to me for the din Torah? So I'll tell you why, he says. Because I'll tell you who the din Torah is with. I want to have a din Torah with the Rebbeinu Shalom. I have a lot of kindness to the Rebbeinu Shalom. He says, but the other Rabbanim, he says, by them, they're prejudiced. They're afraid of the Rebbeinu Shalom. I'm afraid they'll ruin his favor. You, he said, I know you're not afraid of the Rebbeinu Shalom. He says, you're a shaggy. He says, you might rule in my favor. There was one of these reformed temples out in Long Island. There was a mishpoche. By them, there's no Shabbos, no Yom Tov, no Kashrus, no Yom Kippur, nothing. Only one thing, a bar mitzvah. They must have a bar mitzvah. The poor Ingela, everybody, all his other friends are playing out baseball. They're going to the movies, and he has to go to a confirmation bar mitzvah classes. Why? Because the parents want to have their bar mitzvah. Yeah. It's so foreign to him. It's so boring. They bribed him and bribed him. So he went. Then he came to the point he couldn't take it anymore. So he turns to the rabbi. He says, Rabbi, he says, you know, I don't think I want to continue with these confirmation classes anymore. Because I'll tell you the truth, I don't really believe in God. So the rabbi says to him, he says, Stuart, he says, what's confirmation classes got to do with believing in God? I don't believe in God either, not the Harab. Chanan Braka Shoimer, was Koshbo Zaki Shishroel, Fikam Premis Shlema, and then was Manchik Bayam Peria.
Discadash me rabo, only Rachel say